fine as frisky fine. Oh, but the game is dead. But oh, we can fix that. Boop, 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 boop. Bring on the wet stream of water. Out it comes. Oh, here it pops. Good. Okay. Yes. Okay. We back. So, GMs. GMs, tell me about this salvia.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I'll keep my explanation of this accent hostage until you tell me about the salvia. We call it a little the good cop, indeterminate cop regime. I cannot wait to do the shocking to James. Get a load of this.
If I did that,
Up your
would it
bunghole.
mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people.
I've seen my fair share of Black
CEOs.
Sabbath
Have you ever
concerts.
seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died?
Liam who killed himself.
Yeah.
He was in my
Yeah.
year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
Professional
What was
suicide.
yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him.
I'll never forget that time. You made quite the impression. In his burial site. They don't call it that. Good. We're good. Let me out! I'm trapped! Save me! Can't exit. It's fine. I mean, it's definitely not fine. We'll just hope that we can find a contradiction because the exit button's not working. So, must be something from here. Never met Liam. Nothing. Hasn't seen anyone local using the symbol. What about that man? Well, that boy who didn't understand what the concept of police was. James' degree is in plant science. Doesn't know much about plants. I can believe that though, since this guy's a douche who cannot learn.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it.
Yeah, it's legal. Why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes.
Lubrication
And
for when
does
people
this
use the
involve
shocker on me.
anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else? Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later. The only drug he grows? Not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
I mean, they might. I'm sure a drug dealer might grow a rose for his sweet, sweet wife. I still can't escape. Help me! I actually cannot escape. Oh my god. It's not a massive problem because I just have to do one of these and hit one of these. And then we're going to watch the crystal ship rising from the deep. Here it comes. This looks like the sun's rising from the sea. Do do. Get one of these. Get one of those. I think the problem, ridiculously enough, is that we were clicking too fast.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah. It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
I
Do you know Liam?
do apologise.
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You get to hear that again.
Liam who killed himself.
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
Butcher. Twice. Can we escape? Yes. But let's risk it and frame him. Well, not frame him. Let's get him. Plant science. Know much about plants. Synergize.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it.
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else? Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's
Looks
okay,
like
I'll
the
look.
rain falls in Africa.
The only drug he grows. Not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Zip me up, I'm good. Dip your cock away. We're done pumping this copper. And by copper I mean suspect. Okay, let's talk to these boys.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Liam was
What do you
definitely
know about a student called
Emma's
Liam?
ex.
Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know really well.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay, thanks.
What must she think of Jenks? Either
You probably
she
do that
thinks he's like a magical space alien who's the sexiest man who's ever lived, yet also like total not nut job, but like yeah, know that. Or well, I kind of put all the ors in the previous answer. Kind of covered all the bases. So let's abandon that metaphor as fast as we can and bury it in the dust of our past.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam! Yeah, I heard about him.
But you didn't know him.
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Just one more thing. There's Peter Falk.
If I did
Go for it.
this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in
Oh.
the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course, he's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember, somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase.
Free to be free.
free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right?
You know, the three mothers,
things that stop
the
you
course
being
is free,
successful.
and you're free to be free with the free and the freedom.
Fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt. You believe
He's
that?
doing it.
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
This is basically a confession.
Right. Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
Yeah, they just ripped it off from Team America. Don't know enough. We don't know enough. Yeah, okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
We're at the stage of the game, I feel, where we're checking out our boxes. We're just being like the local bicycle, ferrying everything around. Which is fine. It's like a natural part of every Phoenix Wright game. James. But you definitely know when you slip into the grove. The grove? The groove of being like Postmaster General.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. Ever hear the phrase "free to be free"? Heard anyone use that?
Nah.
Yeah, it costs $1.05.
What is it, a song?
Yeah,
No,
it is!
I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Free is to be free. The punks like you and me. That's right, freedom costs $1.05. $1.05. Never heard the phrase before. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
What else can we account for? How much does James really know?
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm curious about
Can
this.
you tell me a bit about the phrase "free to be free"?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from
Hell of a wheeze.
excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
He suffers from a dick for a kid. I think I either hate people too easily or I like them too easily. Like Emma is like guardian angel lady at the moment, whereas this dude, Ryan invented the phrase. You sure? So what have we learned? Guilt and self-doubt. Doesn't sound like it connects to anything. Why not invent the phrase? I very much doubt that, but we haven't got any evidence to prove it. This guy is a leech upon society. He's living in a very well lit, like almost lighthouse of a building, all by himself, just draining all the electricity that our little tiny planet has. Saying he came up with all these, or like not even good like lyrics, phrases. Background in psychology. We don't know enough about him to really dislike him and prove that he's not a psychologist. I mean, I could be really snide and bit of a douche and say something like this and believe that this is a firm contradiction, but that's going a bit far.
Okay, that's it for now.
Okay. If you knew what I was trying to say back there. If not, good. Oh no, wrong one. Wrong one. Emma and Rebecca. Yeah, we haven't seen Rebecca in ages. I always forget that she is actually a person in this little tiny village. The wee little village. And now we've moved far enough from this building, we're allowed to use our magical teleportation power. Where it is safe that we would not hurt pedestrians.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Oh, so much.
Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
You mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
A lot of guilt. Hell of a lot of guilt.
What do you know about Liam?
Being spoken about.
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Yeah, of course I heard of Blackstone. Do you remember their fan hit Blood Red Jizz from a Blood Red Stone? Oh. Blackstone.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
At least teacher. Be like the master of learning. No, nothing new. Okay. I'm interested in this, the Blackstone. Know Liam very well. I'm kind of convinced that she didn't, because they did the good accent.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I mean, oh, itchy ear. I was going to say Link is the missing link here. It's definitely not. James. Let's just check the light bulb. It's like the modern day crystal ball. I haven't asked Emma. Oh, have I not? Okay. There she lives. There she blows, Simon.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah,
Oh, this was a key
It's an
person.
Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No,
Now.
I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
Oh,
What did
thanks
the
for being
girl
the only
say?
sane woman in this village. Same
I don't know,
person.
but I don't think you agree with that either.
Thank you. Why is she with Simon? It's for the hair, isn't it? Let me tell you, doll. That blonde, those blonde locks are gonna fade. They're gonna lose their luster. They're gonna just turn into little rags on his head, and then you're gonna feel really bad for wasting even a day with this half-hearted man. Half-hearted excuse for a man. Phrase when she attended Atlas. No, I don't doubt her. Believe in her.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Let's go talk to Chayev. The middle one, right? Dostoyevsky. 1471 dog. No, that wouldn't work. But just hit redial. We're definitely the only person in this village who are going to use this phone.
Yes, Chief. Bit more news. James Wilson admitted he does know what Salvia divinorum is, but he claims it's the only drug he grows.
Have you checked?
Yeah, I didn't see anything else suspicious.
What is this stuff, Salvia? What do you do with it? Smoke it?
I'm not sure, but I doubt you could smoke the stuff I found. You'd have to dry it out first. I imagine you infuse it or crush it or something.
We'll do a bit of research.
Herbal tea.
Does he sell it?
He said he doesn't, no.
I know he's great
Oh!
for himself, Jenks. There's something
Sells herbal tea.
to make sure he's telling you those.
The salvia.
Okay, I'll speak to you
For
later.
homebrew. Got it. Thanks, Chief. Oh, it's down here. No! They bear trapped me. We've got to get there fast. Wrong one. I mean, I don't know what I'm rushing. Time will not change unless I ask the requisite number of questions.
Ask about a few more
Just
things,
like in real
please.
life. For his private use only.
That's
Oh.
all for the moment. Thank you.
The button stopped working. Escape before all the buttons stop working. And then, like, save it.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
I just had to step outside to have a smoke. No, just to save my world state. Okay. Private use only. Trading it.
Aha.
Yeah!
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew. So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else?
It's legal.
How many people did you give it to? Did
Yeah.
you give it to Kate?
Yeah,
How
you
about
did.
Liam?
You certainly.
I didn't have
Oh.
anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia.
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't
Issues.
helped by him trying hallucinogenic
He
drugs.
didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know
Oh.
what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about
Breakthrough.
Third Eye?
I know about the end of my
You
cock.
don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know
I've seen
nothing
it.
about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Crack this case
Third
wide open.
Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall.
Had.
And I got rid of them single-handed.
Oh, wow.
Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start
What a
again. They
face heel
what?
You
turn.
don't know anything, do you? Look,
Reveal your gun cabinet.
they were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. There were black market slave traders. There were
Get
white
out.
personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave.
What?
That's why anyone who stood up to
Why would
them
anyone buy
to
one?
go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
He's such a Donald Sutherland.
ever
Always the
actually meet
suspicious,
Liam?
over-the-top dramatic
Found out
man.
about it.
And how did you
Always the
find
crazy
out
conspiracy
about
man.
all this other stuff?
Stop
But
me.
mostly,
Tell.
always the man.
I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I could tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious.
What?
US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented.
This
You can read about
guy.
it. They showed all the same signs.
So did you ever actually
It's
go
like
to the
Mulder.
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Oh, red herrings are loose.
Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
This is
Well,
definitely...
that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Right, this is definitely the bit in Hot Fuzz where, like, Nicholas Angle thinks that James Bond... What's his name? He's the guy that played James Bond. He runs the Safeway, where he thinks that he's the guy, the athletic killer, and he thinks he's got it all sorted. And instead of finding out that it's him, finds out the real truth behind it, but only after like a prolonged period of thinking that athletic killer man. So it's not going to just be the third eye. It's not just going to be like the equivalent of one man. It's going to be loads of third eyes, and that's going to be the real truth at the heart of this. It's going to be multiple cults. Mults. So we need to show this to everyone
Be back later on, if that's okay.
before they're all returned to their own personal cults. No, well, we can save it while we're here. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do this in order. Let's Sogi Becca. Let's Sogi. Let's go see her. Do you like Sogi though more? Yeah.
A few more questions, please.
Yeah.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James
It's so
Wilson is a
gay.
fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person.
He prefers greenhouses to stables.
I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Salvia?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
Okay. James, she never said James cast spells in the woods. That's casting dispersions on the man. He's turned into like our Mulder, as I said. Heard James grows cannabis. Why are you giving cannabis all this respect and capitalizing it? Cannibalizing it? James Wilson is a fantasist. she said anything else about James Wilson. Don't think so. No. James cast spells in the woods. I know he's a bit weird, but I've started to come around to him. And then everyone else started to turn on him, and then they'll come around to him. I don't think there's anything here.
Probably be back later.
Oh, I'll have some of your fine Guinness Strongbow later, if you so allow me. That way. But if you look in the window, you can see Emma's just nodding off.
I'll ask you a couple more things.
Wake
please.
up, shitface. Okay.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He
Oh,
thinks that
you
the
like
government
him?
has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
Hmm. Okay.
That's it for the time being. Thank you. Have you seen?
He's gonna be really angry at this. I bet.
Is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
But like, really, it's definitely gonna come back to just be like we're gonna think it's all this supernatural shit, and it definitely is just gonna turn out to just be like Rebecca did it, the least suspectful person. We're gonna be misdirected all the way.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. What do you know about this?
Not much.
He needs
So you've never
glasses.
seen
Look at the
this before.
squint.
You don't know anything about Third Eye.
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it.
No, sorry.
Oh, I got you. Look at this little symbol right in the middle, my friend. Ah, where's the mask? There it is. Cheeky man.
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes. I do remember.
Oh, you're greatly
So
excused.
what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Yeah. Only knows what he heard about Third Eye. Yeah. What does he say about them? Never came into contact. Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I don't think there's anything more there. We need to come back later. Yeah, let's go to the chief to get an update, and then I think we polish off.
Tell me what you know, Jenks.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment, to be honest, sir.
Anything else happened?
Not really. Did I mention the student in the woods? A rather obnoxious student carving a devil sign into a tree. Turned out Atlas used the symbol. Simon Thompson explained it. It's to do with a phrase they use on the course, the 3 freedoms. Ryan said he came up with it.
The 3 what?
The 3 freedoms. It's about getting rid of your past, or something.
Sounds as daft as that stuff James Wilson was going on about. Have you found out any more about that?
No, not really.
Well, do a bit of research. Find out what you can about this cult. Who ran it, where they were based. Find out what Ryan Rand knows about it particularly.
Okay, Chief.
Try and keep with the transcript. It only said Rand on the bit of paper. Okay, let's go to the little house. Press the button that means our entire world is saved into it. And are we good? Oh, what a lovely time that was, children. Pack up your toys, and I'm not going to continue with that. I don't know what the utility is in treating everyone like children. Have a great evening, guys, and yeah, have a good one. Later.